Candy's been acting. And Jenna, you should have put that together when you were talking to her. All this bullshit she gave you about not knowing what to believe in, Don, this and that. He's been playing her on YouTube, and she was playing you about Don. They're both complicit to the disappearance of Summer Wells, and by now you should know that. And this guy's asking you, do you think that they did something to the girl? Candy did something? You saying you hope she didn't. My thing is, why do you care? You don't know her. So why do you care if she did hurt a child? You don't know Candy, you don't know Don. And all of what you've seen and heard recently should tell you something about them that they foul as hell.
Someone that I've been talking to that knows Candace and Dawn really well has finally said something that I've been waiting on. And that is, they finally broke down and said that they feel like Dawn and Candace are to blame. There's no people that have Summer. Dawn and Candace just need to fess up and tell the truth, pretty much.
And Candace, if you don't have guilty knowledge, if you know anything, this is your kid. You need to push this out, whatever you know, because you show signs that you're hiding something.
Well, I'm not hiding anything, though.
Well, the reason we think you're hiding something is because each time we've talked about the cornbread mafia, which you don't know about, that tears you up. You emotionally fall apart. We see signs of stress.
But I don't know anything.
Everything about your body language suggests, or it indicates to us, that you know a little more than you're telling us.
Candace, there are 2 or 3 really red flag things that make us want to know more. Not saying you did X or you did Y. There are lots of ways that things leak in your body language and your behavior, and that's what we're seeing.
If she was hiding some really dark secret, I don't know, Summer had died and she'd hidden the body, which seems to be something that's really dominant that people are talking about a lot at the moment. Where did she hide the body? And yeah, it's possible that she did. I'm not discounting anything. I just think there's some things that are more likely than others. And Candice doesn't strike me as a criminal mastermind.
Everything is not as it seems. And as Dr. Phil would love to tell you, past behavior is indicative of future behavior.
I showed them that I don't need to fucking sell my fucking daughter to buy dope. I got plenty of money in my bank account.
Let's stay on the drugs for a little bit. So we've got marijuana.
Yes.
We've got meth. We've got crack.
Yes.
Stay woke.
Insanity. It's insanity. And the really scary thing is I don't think
I'm trying to remember the first time I ever, they ever came to church. It seems like she was just very excited to be here. And she just wanted to just be loved. She just wanted to be loved. And I could sense that from her from the very beginning.
Which, in my opinion, I think is all an act. I think that the whole church thing is all just something to make them look better to people, when in reality I do believe that they're monsters, and I think that they're monsters behind closed doors, and I think that they are monsters to those kids. I think they were very abusive. I think they beat those kids, they starved those kids, they drugged those kids, they neglected those kids, and I am so glad that those kids were taken away from them. Those 3 boys anyways. We still don't know what happened to Summer or where she's at, but you know, to endure that type of neglect and abuse, no child should have to live in that. So wherever they are now, I hope that they're safe. But don't sit there and say, oh, you know, we love God and this and that, when there's YouTube videos of you calling each other horrific names, drunk as a skunk, on whatever drugs. Come on. So I forgot where I was going with this.
Oh my God. Is this a cult? The Three of Wands is reversed in the Eight of Cups in the High Priestess. That's like trying to run away from something. Emperor is very much, this gives me almost like cult-like leader. And the Nine of Wands is walking on eggshells, and the Six of Wands, ego and pride. There's some sort of group that they're a part of. I don't know if it's the church, I don't know what it is, but there's something that looks like it does. I don't think it's a full-blown cult, but it gives cult-like vibes. So I don't know if it's someone that maybe was like trying to start one, or maybe is very similar to one. But it's, I think that I think her going missing is related to that. Because to me, it's like, get away from this. Run. That's the vibe that I'm getting. So I don't know if that's why she's missing, or if they were supposed to run and then she went missing from it. I don't know.
What he's doing is he's introducing that there's a possibility that Summer was sold. And
wow,
Chris, this is disturbing. He's here's the other thing too, as I'm looking at this and piecing it together, he's casting the onus of this on his wife posting on Facebook. And now the Facebook posting is kind of the side note, but the onus he's putting on Candace, his Summer's mom. And that came in almost the same thought process as him letting that pronoun her slip out, that Summer was in her car. Somebody put her in her car and took her not too far away. By the way, not too far away, that is in direct contradiction of what he's been saying before, because he's been saying that she's way down the road. She's way far away. She's beyond reach. She's gone. And now he's saying that in this context, that this female put her in her car and took her not too far away. Chris, we have a problem here. He's contradicting himself. He doesn't even know it. And now he's introducing this another process, totally different, that she could have been sold. And I say totally different, but it could go right along with it, that if she was sold, that this was maybe done in a location that wasn't too far away, which is it's a sick thought. He introduced it. I'm just calling it out. But I don't like it. I don't like it.
Yeah, I don't either. I don't.
110, 110 Ben Hill Road off of Beach Creek should be the first residence on your right. Reference to a missing 4-year-old. The parents have called in, advised that the mother had went for a walk, came home. Now they can't find her. They've been yelling for her. She's been gone for about 10 minutes now.
You want to support someone with a missing child? Then go out and hand flyers of the missing child. When they have prayer vigils, attend the prayer vigils. When they have a search that will allow the public to attend and assist, then show up. But other than that, inboxing people, stopping by their house, home, putting notes in their mailbox, sending them mail, it's probably not a good idea because you don't know who you're talking to. You don't know who you're dealing with. Both of these two are grand manipulators, grand narcissists. They've been conning and swindling their entire life. And although Donnie is older than Candy, they are the same. They are evenly yoked in bullshit. They both have had problems with law enforcement, the law, breaking the law, domestic violence, placing children in state's care or leaving them with anybody. Both are tainted. And yet you people cannot get enough of fucking with these people. What is your problem? That you have to go talk to them. You got to be in their inbox. You want 5 minutes of fame off of a fucking kid. That girl is probably dead. And you're aiding this bullshit like it's a game. It's not a game. The kid is probably dead. And you're sitting up here coaxing this fucker. Well, I know, and I'm so sorry. And sorry about what? Say you sorry to that little girl who's probably not alive. Say you sorry to them 3 little boys who now are living with strangers. Tell them you're sorry. Tell them you are sorry. You're sitting up here with a YouTube channel aiding these people. Don't you get it? They're playing you. They're playing the public, law enforcement, their family, anybody with a pulse that'll listen. It's a game. And when you go into the belly of the beast wanting to talk and support them, something's wrong with you. Because once you see that a person has been deceptive, let me make this clear, deceptive, then you should not want to be involved with he or she. And it doesn't matter if they have missing children, children removed out of their care, you just met them at the bus stop, co-worker, it is all the same. When you see deception, run like hell.
Creators, if you will. I guess that's what they call us, right? These creators, I want to call it entertainment reporters, if you would, on true crime cases. I don't know what we're called, honestly. I don't like being called a creator. It is what it is. But yes, they're making an investment in knowing they're going to be reaping more money. Like, so you say you pay Allie $500, even if you don't pay her in cash or you give her some cash, but then you're buying her this or that for her house. It's still payment in some way, and it's because you know you're going to get that back. You right? You're going to get that back time some. So you're investing in you're like, I'm going to pay you this money, not because I want the information, but because I know if I throw you the $400, I'm going to get $5,000 probably the same night I throw this interview up. You know what I'm saying? With a bigger channel that has like 50, 60 to 100 and more thousand subs.
Yeah.
So I don't like that because to me, I feel as though all these people see is dollar signs, if that makes sense.
Know that I'm sure it goes on, but I haven't heard of anybody doing that. You probably know.
Oh, I could name them, but I'm not going to.
I know.
Everyone knows. Yeah.
I know you don't. You want to, but maybe in private you will. But
yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I can assume, or I can probably guess, but I'm not gonna do that up here. Just sit here and guess. You can.
Of course we do. But are we something